My testimony began at a time in my life where I was desperate for change. I was running a business, working 14, 16 hours a day. I was really in over my head. I always thought my whole life that I just knew what I was doing, and I was very stubborn. I thought that I could figure things out on my own, and I was just living my boss girl era of just trying to build a business, and I was suffering from severe anxiety. It just got so bad that I couldn't control it any longer. For 10 years of my life, I was just going at this speed that I just couldn't keep doing. It wasn't sustainable. It was pretty much getting me nowhere. I just hit rock bottom, and that also came from me just overworking and always feeling like, well, if I get my business to this next level, then I'll have time for myself. Then I'll have time for change. It just never worked out that way. It just always got harder, and I always just ended up working more. I had a really bad habit of people pleasing. So I would overextend myself just to please other people. I would feel guilted into it or obligated to do it. I just reached a point in my life where I was kind of a mess. All of my techniques that I had used my whole life to be able to sustain and keep going, they stopped working. And I had to reevaluate, and I had to figure out why they weren't working anymore and make a change. During this time, I was what I would say would be lukewarm. I always had a heart for service. I would be volunteering at church and singing every Sunday. I would always make time for that. I had already been doing that for a couple years, but I was not really living the lifestyle that I should have been while doing that, which is I really wasn't reading my Bible. Like, I really wasn't in the Word. I really wasn't praying for things other than out of desperation, not really doing my part, like my end of the bargain, which is letting God lead my life. I was trying to be at the front line, like I knew what I was doing, but at the end of the day, the Lord had a different plan for me that I wasn't going along with. I thought I was just on my own journey. So at this point that I reached my lowest, I just was not able to use my coping skills to manage my anxiety and my stress any longer. I knew that I had to make a change, and I would literally work a super long day, and I would come home and I would be so exhausted that I didn't even feel like I could stand for a shower. So I would just sit in the bathtub and like let the water run over me, and I would just pray. And I would just pray for change. What I realized was that it's a two-way street. So I had to do my part too. And how can I have change in my life? Well, let's go back to the Word. So I then decided, well, I have all this work to do. I'm listening to audiobooks while I work all day long. So let's just start listening to the Bible. I just went into the Gospels, and I would honestly just listen to the Gospels over and over again. And then I did come across some Christian podcasts that I would start listening to that really helped me and really encouraged me. One of those was called Girls Gone Bible. I really learned so much through them on how to build a relationship with the Lord and how to incorporate the Word and the Bible and His wants and needs for your life into my life. And it really came from a point of surrender. I had to completely surrender myself to the Lord. So in this process is when one of the most supernatural, miraculous events of my life happened. And that was when I was working in my workshop. I'm not really sure what I was doing at the time, but I remember I was sitting in my office chair, and my experience was that I heard a physical voice outside of my body that said, write songs. I had Holy Spirit chills all over my body. Like, it was a very supernatural experience that I can't explain. From that moment on, I just started writing songs about the Lord. I had never done this before. I had tried to write songs in the past. Being like a singer, I'm pretty familiar with the process of writing a song, and I would try. It just never happened. Like, I couldn't complete a song. Maybe I came up with a couple lines, but that was it. The moment after the Lord told me to write songs, I immediately was able to write songs from start to finish. And they came so quickly and easily that I knew it was not from me. I was shocked by the experience. Like, as it was happening, I remember like being in the car with my sister at one point, and I was like, listen to this. She was like, wow, okay, that's good. And I'm like, right. And I couldn't even explain it. Like, it just felt so unreal to me that I was able to do this. Like, what is even happening? So from that moment on, I did write a song every day for like 2 months straight. I really feel like that was the Lord saying, like, no, I am serious about this. Like, you need to do this. So I probably wouldn't have believed it if it wasn't so dramatic. So then I just kept writing songs. I'd go through stages where sometimes I'd write a lot of songs, sometimes not as many, but at this point it's been over a year and a half, and I've written over 100 songs, probably close to 150 songs, all pertaining to the Lord and the Word and Jesus. My favorite songs from that are the ones that pertain to what I believe is the most beautiful love story ever, and it's just what Jesus did for us by dying on the cross and experience what he experienced for us. I find that to be just so beautiful. I just want everybody to understand how much he loves you, and he wants to be there for you. He wants to do life with you. He doesn't want you to do life on your own, and he has a plan for you. He has a beautiful story for you, and you just have to be willing to do the work and walk alongside him, and he is going to do things in your life that you could never dream or ever possibly imagine. I don't know what's gonna happen with my music, but I'm excited, and I know that I'm just gonna keep releasing songs, and I hope that they help people. I hope that they express his love story. I'm excited for people to hear, to hopefully connect with and enjoy. This is a new beginning for me. We're gonna see what the Lord has in store.